of course, with the talent, but the big one is that 15, that extra Spirit Hero damage that does come out. But yeah, look at this immediately. Seb now positioned up top. He wants to push the top tower as soon as Liquid is positioned in mid. And Jarek's already looking to set up down toward the bottom lane. Liquid have to just get these towers. Have to get some type of map advantage here.
Once Xana has the Aghanims, things are going to start getting very tricky for Liquid when they turn up like this.
Yeah.
The spirits will be out.
Yeah, they have Bristle. That's a good thing, right? Bristle can be good versus the IO. If you can get on top of him, the goo, you don't have the highest armor traditionally on the IO, but he's versus an actual counter. Timbersaw, very good versus Bristle back at all stages. It's just that farm game, OG.
Team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Welcome back, guys, to the Cyber.bet Cup Spring Series for the Southeast Asia region. Execration have a game advantage over the top-placed team in Group B. 496 try and send this series to a full best 3. And we'll see what they're able to draft differently here. Is they actually banned the Coddle because they don't have first pick, so that's going to be one massive difference here. And I wouldn't be surprised if Execration just go for the Ember. In the earlier series when Execration played, and they didn't look too hot versus massive props over to Mob, because yesterday I saw Mob very well. Not yesterday, sorry, on day 1. Even though they lost, I saw Mob play very well against LGD International. That was on day 1. On day 2 it was a little lackluster. Well, actually day 2 as in today, in fact, and they just go back for the Storm. So I mean, again, it's going to be a good matchup versus the Storm, for the Storm versus the Ember mid lane. And even this Enchantress as well was interesting. That got played, I believe, earlier, 496 against LGD International. They were able to take that. Ken had a very good laning stage on Enchantress and kind of just took over. No, I shouldn't say took over, but the Enchantress has a very nice scaling potential as a 5. Pure damage and impetus. Can never say no to, so... let's see what Execration want to try and do. I like the Nyx a lot, but you see it's going to get protected by 496. They banned that out, so they're not going to have the matchup of the Nyx versus Storm, which really did well last game. Just a mana burn. It felt like 496 really didn't have a lot of mana those fights, and they're going to take the Earthshaker instead. So this hero has been getting a lot of priority throughout our drafts. It's someone who is easily able to initiate on top of the Storm Spirit, whether it's the... What? What? Okay. I think Storm counted as Oracle, but that's fine. They pick up a Tiny though. So they had very good success with the Tiny in our earlier series. Dat.B played a incredible couple of Tiny games, so this is going to be fun to watch to see if they're able to hit this one back. But Execration, they go for the Disruptor Earthshaker combination, which we've been seeing time and time again. So I say time and time again, we've seen it actually a couple times now, not too many times, but it's still more than the previous amount. We don't really see Disruptor too much, but he's getting picked up a little bit more at the moment, which is nice. He's a very good hero. The Ember's going to enable him as well. Like, Ember's someone who plays active, and that's what Disruptor wants. You're very good at finding pickoffs, and Storm doesn't really like to build your Scepter, and you kind of have to versus Disruptor though. You glimpse back into Static Storm is a very difficult way to take fights. And they're even going to go for a Legion as well here. So press the attack's okay versus the Chain Lockdown and the Earthshaker and the Chains. But we did see that Legion pop off earlier. I think it was GY on LGD International, but they still lost the game. That was against the Alchemist, wasn't it? Yeah. So this is going to be on the different side. Looks like Vivian to pick this up here. And they go instant troll. This is a really good troll game. You might ban out the Morphling here, because I like Morphling a lot versus... They ban Necro. They're going to Slark, potentially. I mean, Necro would actually fit pretty well. I still like it versus Storm. Like, if you do get Scythe, you're kind of just dead throughout that duration. And they don't really kill a Necro either this game. I mean, Tiny's very good, but Legion doesn't have Magic Burst, and Enchantress is kind of just like a... It's a lot of damage and impetus, but it's not going to burst him down in a quick succession. I don't know if 496 will go Slark again. I really hope they don't. But maybe the Necro ban is protecting it. But I love the Troll a lot. What it's going to do is all you need is one stun on the Storm, and then Troll will be able to stack up the fervor throughout that duration and then chain lock him down. And it's very good versus a Legion Commander as well. Like, all you need is a built-in lifesteal, like whether you get one of the neutral talents potentially, neutral items, or you just, build a Morbid Mask early on. Even status resistance is super good. I'm seeing a lot of like Sanjin Yasha Satanic Rushes on these cores. That's a good elk ban. I don't know where they would have played it though, because I do think Angry Otter plays the Storm, and there would have been, I guess you can play the elk safe lane. So, but they last game they preferred it, or last time they played the elk they preferred it mid. Maybe it's depending on the lane, but sometimes it does go to show like how the teams are going to run those heroes. But what did Execration want? They've got Initiation. Kind of just want maybe like a Centaur, like some very solid offlane hero that doesn't get killed easy. Is Mars in the pool? Like, they can pick Mars here and I wouldn't hate it. I mean, I don't think you can hate a Mars getting picked up at all. Centaur against Enchantress position 5 though, you get the Retaliate dispelled, or purged off I should say, so maybe that's not as much as you want. Beastmaster could work too. Alright, they'll Puck. Puck's very good because it's so good versus Storm. I love the Execration draft actually. What do you have last pick though? What are 496 going to be able to pull out from 458 here? 496, 458.
You may now select your heroes.
Legion 1? Yep. Okay. It's a very good Batrider game. Destroys the Troll Warlord. Like, very much destroys. They don't have a hard dispel. Vivian is very comfortable on the Batrider. In the series up against LGD International. So it's not like they tried to flex it at all. It's just they run the Batrider just directly as a 3. It very much counters the Troll. They have to swap the lanes, I'm pretty sure. I think you'd much rather have Puck going up against that. But I like the Execration draft I like more than what they actually had in game 1. Like, 496 just have like a bunch of heroes together. It's nice because they're going to be able to make space for the Storm who can come online and then kind of cause chaos. But this is a much worse Storm game than what game 1 was. Disruptor, Puck, Earthshaker, the Ember with chains is annoying. If Troll gets on top of you, the only way I see 496 winning this game is if Batrider pops off. And he can do this though. They don't have any dispels. but they do have a decent amount of stuns as well. It is the Batrider into the Disruptor. We saw this earlier in the day where Vivian really struggled to be able to find the initiation with the lasso, because you'd just be able to disjoin it straight away if you hold the glimpse. So the Disruptor really has to hold on to that glimpse and make sure you save it for the target that is lassoed. But I like the draw from Execration a lot. Your mid lane still should be pretty favored for Angry Otter, but in any other regard, you're going to be pretty comfortable with how this will end up turning out. But let's see how they're going to hold the lane. So Troll's actually not even going to pick up a stick to start. Looks like RR will. And I wonder if we just see the Puck solo. Puck is a position 3 though. You can really get run off the map. But Legion's not going to be able to do too much here. Let's see how this fares. I think the lanes is the one questionable thing. I actually think Dire should be able to probably win all their lanes, which is very difficult. Ember still has some nice playmaking capabilities, or yeah, like to high skill ceiling, I should say, in this matchup where you can kind of kill the Storm, but it usually is Storm favored. Both teams have this rotation potential in their position 4s as well, the Tiny and the Earthshaker. But, oh, Legion? Gonna get right-clicked down pretty heavily amount. There's body blocks as well. The odds is about to wear off. 458 is gonna take a decent amount of damage. Might even lose the rune as well with how much health he's gonna have to provide to it if he does end up going for it. So, yeah, they will go 2 for 2. Yaha's just continuously right-clicking him. I really like this Legion set though. This one with the Arcana I think is super nice with the wings. I like the Arcana dual sword. It's my favorite out of them. Yeah, I think you have to do this, yeah. I really like this a lot. Put the Puck down bot versus the Batrider. Let's see if they swap up the lanes. 458. He'll have Kenner's protection. But in the meantime, so Mob's gonna have a pretty good understanding of how this lane worked last time. We'll see if there's any rotations from the supports potentially to help out. But this is definitely how Radiant want to situate the lanes. If it was a normal lane setup, I'd probably favor 496. They might have been able to take over the game. But with how the lanes are going at the moment, I think this is exactly how Execration need to take this. But still they have this X Factor in the Storm. It's a good matchup mid, so it might be able to kind of shut down the Ember. Ember just needs to kind of... As soon as you get 6, you can make the rotations if need be. Because Storm's not someone who can put too much pressure on towers, is RR. It's taking a lot of damage here. Might be in trouble. The odds is going to fly out as well from 458. A couple more right clicks will be your first blood here. Ken secures it. Ken often picks up first blood on this Enchantress. This is a very, very good start for them top. And we'll see if he's going to be able to try and, yeah, get that hard camp. Did they block it? No, so he de-blocks it. I imagine Disruptor might come back with a sentry. He doesn't, in fact. Puck's Courier is going to end up falling though. So this is good. They're going to enable BHM down bot. And looks like Vivian really likes to cut the wave at level 2. I think I've seen him do this almost every game actually that he's played the Batrider. He's just been cutting the wave. So this is really, really nice for him. Just try and stack up the sticky. Yaha can't really do anything about it. And Puck can't last it too well under the tower. You got decent damage. Not the greatest. It has been nerfed pretty heavily lately, the base damage. And you're not tanky as well. You've only got 1 armor. So doing this is really going to hinder Puck. We'll have to bring out a lot of regen. So Vivian's just going to be able to stack up the double wave and just farm them pretty easily. There's not much Earthshaker can do. It will now open up mid as that B's making the rotation. Mobs, he's in trouble here. Avalanche Toss is able to pop the Flame Guard just at the last second. But is this enough? Otter has the level advantage, so Mob will fall. Even with this ward, I'm very surprised they don't put it on the high ground. It's kind of easier to de-ward though, but it's still close enough, I think. If you put a ward there, that should still die. But the fact that Vivian can just do exactly what he's doing means that Tiny doesn't have to go bot. And they find a kill on Disruptor as well. Palace is trying to man fight, but that beat, all he's got is Avalanche. But Palace, I don't think he can win this. He's got the evasion, but a toss up after the main goes. He'll get the Whirling Axes. 458 does have the stick charges, and uh-oh, this is not good. Oh, they got the solve. Leech actually doesn't have any health. No resources available. But alright, so Earthshaker has to go babysit mid because you're doing nothing actually to stop Vivian from farming, and Tiny's going to start making too many movements across the map. So you've got to do something here. Vivian is taking a decent chunk of damage actually. Looks like they're even going to try and TP in Pock. This should be a kill. Pops the cell, but he's more than truly dead. So nicely actually done. BHM, one more right click Vivian. Yeah, go full. Does Earthshaker TP for that? Doesn't have any mana anyway. So we'll lose a couple of creeps, but in the meantime, that B does find an invis. So first kill of the game for Execration. They need to get out of the laning stage. That's it. Mob is so aggressive right now. I'm pretty sure he saw the invis picked up from that B as well. He didn't pop the flame guarders, so he's just dead again. Mob. Oh, is he? Couple more right clicks. Otter. No, nicely done actually. Bottle charges Tango, keeps him alive. And now that B's getting pretty aggressive. Really want to see the Earthshaker mirroring the movements of the Tiny, because he's just constantly hunting mid. They might be able to kill him with Fissure into Slide Chains, potentially. Looks like Marv's playing a little bit more passive, and of course, understandable as well in this matchup. So Vivian just trying to grab the creeps, but how's top looking? So 18-3, 19-5, 458's having a very good time. They even blocked the hard camp, so that's what I thought they might do. Ken? The bounty will be 3 for 1. No, yeah, 3 for 1. As Mob finds his, but... So Storm's got a very good start, or already stacks for him to fall back to a couple of bounties as well. The Tiny's rotations has been pretty flawless early, and this is what I highlighted. Like, that B has a very good Tiny. His game 2 and 3 earlier today looked very, very strong on this hero. And we're seeing the impacts, even with this lane, kind of not the normalized lane you would expect, like with the Puck playing top of position 3, in fact in the safe lane. And there's still Dire having this lane advantage, and Mob's in trouble. He's just going to end up falling again. Second death for him. Angry Otto with the TP back. Oh, sorry, with the, he was full mana there after the stack. No, so bounties. What am I saying? Sorry. Very nicely done. But Radiant do have this minimal net worth lead at the moment, which I'm surprised considering Dai has so many kills. Glimpse gets the arcane. That's kind of nice because you do take it away from the Storm now. But what's coming out for Vivian? This is Bottle. Yeah, Bottle Clarity. So he's doing a really good job at being able to get the CS. Puck's gonna have a pretty good time. The good thing is that Puck is a very big counter to the Storm. Like, your silence is gonna max out. You go Ags as well, and so Storm, CS. So Storm's BKB just doesn't have any impact, at least in the regard to coils really gonna counter you. And that's all you need. All you need is the Ags coil and then like a basher from Troll, and then Storm's just dead, like no doubt about it. And they're gonna try and kill Vivian here. Need to make sure they hold a stun just in case he attempts a TP, but BHM is even going to rotate over. They'll drop the coil. Do they give it to Mob though? Because Mob has been struggling. BHM will take it. So Creewave shoved out, so he's not going to miss too much here. Instead, he might try and... I don't think he can kill mid without coil. But nicely done. That's the second death for the Batrider, who doesn't have like an aggressive ward, but now Troll, he's in trouble. Almost has the level 6, but they're not going to be able to find it fast enough. Angry Otter has been making some very good rotations with his Storm Spirit and leaving mid free for that B to find some experience in gold. Tiny is a hero that very much thrives of having high experience. That's where you get your bursts in the Avalanche and the Toss. So this is very important for them. Mob just needs that catch up, trying to get as much as possible. They might be able to glimpse back 458 into the kill. He's not fast enough, and now Palos with the Whirling Axes. The root as well is going to come through, but they get the enchant through. 458, one more right click. That's a big kill for them to get. Now Palos has the ultimate. Will end up falling as well. Second kill, that's massive for Radiant. Beautifully done from them. Vivian? TPHM is getting pretty aggressive here. He's able to do so. 91 damage at the moment. Treads null along with the wand. A couple of stats for him. 3 damage, but again, Legion's going to TP bot. They've got the lasso into the jewel potentially. Is there any fissures to help out? Looks like, whoa, a little, oh no, he still gets the jewel. The orb wasn't able to draw fast enough, so the rotations from 496 have been very much on point. The carry's going to be able to get his first jewel victory from... It does now free up top, so Palace should be able to shove in the lane here. Almost has the phase completed. Yaha's just going to try and soak up as much experience as possible, but they scout out a triple stack here. So Vivian should be able to take this pretty easily. Mob's trying to come over as well. Oop, that big. TP rotation's coming out from the park, so it looks like Tiny's in trouble. Completely whiffs on the orb. They're losing a double... Oh, what? Okay. Vivian just taking away their jungle at the moment. They're doing a really good job. And Yaha's more than truly going to end up dying here. Might be able to TP out, actually. Really nicely done, that fissure. Awkward pathing there from the Legion commander. In fact, they're going to try and TP top. Palace has to move fast, and he will be able to. So Storm just gets treads coming out on the corridor as well. Well, there's a shovel there for you, brother, if you want that. Yeah, there you go. That's nice. So Dire, they'll get the tower here. What's 458 want to go for? I've seen a lot of kind of position 1 Legions. They'll go for the armlet first. It's got a headdress, okay. I don't think he'll go blink. It is definitely a better Batrider game than what we saw previously earlier on today. But Yaha, stun. Only on to 1. Looks like Ken's probably the target they're going to be able to bring down. They do have call to hold 458. Actually, can they get the outpost instead? Yeah, they will. So at least it's going to be a 1-for-1 in the outpost department. But Dire will be able to get 3 bounties. As they're hunting, Vivian has the lasso. Palace going to get the ultimate off fast enough. They'll toss him in the air. Mob's going to try and rotate over. Palace is falling low. Looks like still they will be able to get the lasso. Didn't pop the ult, but still probably would have died regardless. And our Batrider will fall. They're going to try and at least trade a couple of kills here. They should do so successfully as that B along to the southwestern side here. Mob is going to be able to make a nice rotation with this haste, securing 2 kills for Radiant. So even though the troll does die for his 3rd time this game, I feel like he could have survived with Battle Trance. At least would have given him that invulnerability. Is 458. He's got Echo on Yaha. Might just be able to TP out instead. Troll's even going to come down bot, but Enchantress is making her own rotation. So Yaha's got to be careful here. Ken 2 points up in the impetus is a massive amount of damage. Oh, can he deny it? Nope. Unfortunate. But it looks like Enchantress could be in trouble. Mob's going to try and cut him off, but we'll be fine. So it's a very minimal net worth advantage for Dire. You see Storm's really the one to hold this. Angry Order had a very good start to last game and then kind of just struggled towards that later portion. And they're giving a lot of space to Storm. Made rotations early to help out the side lanes and now kind of just slowing down his farm. But Palace doesn't really have anywhere to go. Like, Dire literally just going to continuously run at the troll. Static Storm. Only onto 1 here. Palace in the backline. They'll toss him away, but on top of the Enchantress instead, they should still be able to kill the Tiny as well without having to commit the coil. So beautifully done from them. These 2 supports on Dire have ended up dying a couple times here. Earthshaker, still no death as well for him. He's going to try and rush the blink, and they're going to smoke up. They know the Storm's farm the jungle, but where he's farming is the question. Is he's making some fat stacks. Gets both the camps. Yeah, they know where he is. Mob's going to need to come as well, I believe. But as soon as he makes the move, and he's going to get scouted. They actually say the TP out from the Enchantress. This could be a much freer kill. Storm's in trouble. Fissure, Echo as well. They find the silence. Storm's dead. Ken will be able to stay alive. Legion's going to try and TP forward, but very nicely done. And now they might be able to put a decent amount of damage onto the tower mid. But can they protect this? Vivian does have boots of travel. Palace is even going to try and join them. Okay. Radiant. This is big to find the tower if they can. It's still going to take a while, but Palace will be able to stack up the further. He is going to go the Sunjin Yasha into the BKB as well, so just the...
Dire's middle tower
I mean, Sanjay Dash is real. Any status resistance is by far the most broken thing in the game, I think. If I don't use broken a lot, but just the way that mechanic works, it's so nuts. Like, we just see a lot of carries now go Sanjay Yasha, Satanic, like, kind of first 3 items, and you just can't kill them. Like, you have so much life, so you've got so much status resistance as well. Marv's gonna be careful because they are baiting, but RL's gonna scout them out here. He still gets the duel. Do they have to follow damage to be able to bring him down throughout the duel? Looks like with the avalanche toss, Static Storm's a little bit too late, but Radiant, they might be able to take the fight still with the Coil. Onto 2, it's a lot of magic damage from BHM. Legion's a tricky person to bring down. BHM even jaunts away, but they got the glimpse to drag him back. Radiant, there's no more rotation, so it looks like 4-5-8. I don't know why Ember just didn't dip out of there. He had the puck vision on the higher ground, but very quick right clicks coming through, and now Palos, he's also getting chased from Vivian. Lasso is going to fly. A lot of rotations were forced down, but it looks like Earthshaker has his. They're baiting out, however, Angry Otter with a zip forward. That's going to be the first death of the game for the Earthshaker. And Palos, he's still getting hunted. Vivian really likes his 404 build. Got the glimpse. Should be a dead Ken. Nicely done. BHM is doing very well this game. 6-1 and 2. This is the massive shining spot that Radiant have. But Palos is just getting, I mean, second in net worth. I was going to say he's not really getting a whole lot of farm. That doesn't feel like he is because the enemy team keep running at him. But even Mom's about to have Maelstrom completed. So the big advantage that Radiant have is they have this tier 1 tower still available, and they will end up able to take the enemy's tier 1 tower first, which is so incredibly important. That mid tower trade, that bit does have a really fast blink. This might be too much for Radiant to deal with, because Dire are going to ramp up the pressure now. Legion went Vlad's. Okay. I don't think anyone else is going to utilize the Vlad's as your call, but we'll see how it fares. Radiant, they're going to have to be careful here. Wow, RL's only level 6. I mean, Ken's actually only level 5 at the moment. Surprise, how many last? He's got 20 last hits as well. But Scan does connect, so they're baiting top here. Legion's going to be fine. Might think there's a war. They got a sentry in the area though, so. But Radiant really they're going to bait. The blink not getting revealed just yet. They're going to be careful. Rotations are coming out. Legion's falling incredibly low now, but the Static Storm as well. This is probably the best fight Radiant might be able to take with the blink reveal. Coil as well. Echo Slam. They're going to glimpse back the Storm. They probably could have killed him there actually, but it won't matter. They'll try and chase down Ken. Yaha just gets his own blink dagger picked up too, so he's back to mid. We'll be able to do a decent chunk of damage with the catapult wave. Oh, BHM, the blink, Remnant, Enchantress will end up falling as well. Nicely done. BHM is making a lot of plays happen this game for Radiant. He's had a very good performance on the park. And now Palos is going to be able to defend mid as well. Yasha completed. They take the tier 1 tower. They hit back hard. That was the blink reveal of the Tiny. Now Earthshaker has his own blink. A pretty good timing for him considering. But in the end, it's a net worth lead still for Dire as we take a look 16 minutes into the game. Ember Spirit does have his Maelstrom completed, and they might smoke up down bot here. They are. Batrider's not an easy kill, but Firefly's on cooldown, so it doesn't have this mobility. Smoke's actually going to pop, so that be Blink's on cooldown. Can they find him actually? Oh, Vivian makes it out as well. Really nice positioning from the Tiny. Someone might still get caught. Yaha? He's hunting. But he won't be able. Oh, the Orb's gonna find Vivian here. Yeah, they see him. He tries to TP out, but he's in trouble. That beat's in the area, but they don't have any more reinforcements, so it looks like Batrider will end up getting his life sacrificed. They also saw more. I know that beat's in the area. They just need the vision for the glimpse. They won't be able to find it. Damn, that's an aggressive jaunt. They try and make sure they don't lose this tier 1 tower mid though. It is very important for them to keep alive. This doesn't give them much map control of the bottom tower. And Ember was showing mid. What's Legion going? Legion's going BKB next, but they want the tower. So that bit is setting up here. But Radiant kind of all grouped up. Are they going to try and defend this? They will not. So they're going to lose all their tier 1 towers now, and this will allow Radiant to find the net worth lead, but Angry Otter is getting very, very farmed. Top of the net worth, almost has Bloodstone completed. We have these tier 2 neutral items available as well. If they're able to find the Vampire Fangs for Radiant, which they do, I think you give that over to the Troll. You really want the lifesteal through Jewel. Mid, Legion. That's a big kill. Yaha, Fissure, Coil is well committed. He's on the wrong side of the Fissure here. Legion's got this effective HP as well coming through from the press the attack, and Marv doesn't have too much regen, but it's a long kill for them to click. But it looks like Dire with no reinforcements, they might find another quick blink. That B's going to be able to provide the distance required. And Bot's still getting pushed in actually from Pelos, who has his Sunjin Yasha completed, working on the BKB as his next item. So top will end up falling, second tier 1 tower now for 496. They've got a really nice ward in the back line, so it's going to be able to scout out. And Storm looking for the Bloodstone here, very close. But they're going to back off. He uses a lot of mana for that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Still have that deep ward. Looks like Ken's going to think about running up though. They really need to keep this mid lane alive. That big. Well, his blink's now getting cancelled. It should be a free kill. You got to be careful though, because the rest of the team are split up. Batrider's going to try and boots a travel in. BHM will be able to get the blink away. So that big will fall, and Dire don't catch anyone. So nice attempt with the bots onto the Enchantress's creep, but unfortunately you don't catch Execration out. But this will be Bloodstone now picked up for your Storm Spirit, who is very fun. This is a good Bloodstone timing for Angry Otter. Before 20 minutes is very, very good. And Palace has got 2k HP though. The big issue is the Batrider for the Troll Warlord, but once he gets BKB, he won't have to worry too much about the sticky napalm. Still, the lasso is very much going to annoy you. But at the moment, Radiant, they've been able to find the kills, dodging a lot of the movements. Like, Yaha's going to be able to find these two down. Oops, zip. Fissure actually might be enough to allow them to get both here. It will. Nicely done. Really nice there from the Earthshaker. They get both outposts. Will be 2-2 with the bounties as well. Only 1 point Thunderstrike, okay. So RR's not going to get a lot of farm this game with only 1 Thunderstrike, but looks like Ken's kind of suffering as well. I mean, this tower just got to keep it alive here. Top lane, that big.
Radiant's middle
Got the invis. They're trying to bait top here, Palace. Yeah, they're gonna. Spidey senses are tingling there. Spidey senses are tingling, but that be underneath the detection of RR. Radiant might bait here. They're gonna turn. Thunderstrike's out. He's able to get the combo. The longs it forward as well. This is the Bloodstone. RR's gonna end up falling. He does get the Static Storm off, but Time's gonna pay the price. Then with the backline Clo. Buyback's gonna come out, but they need to try and deal with the Storm Spirit. Lasso Troll. Can they get the ultimate as well from the Jewel? They're gonna be successful with that, but the Echo Slam will give them enough space to be able to get the Battle Trance. Palace somehow still alive. He's gonna be able to turn through with his own protection to BKB, but it's not gonna matter. Looks like Execration looking to clean up the fight. There's a couple more right clicks. Secures the kill on the Batrider. Storm's gonna still continue, but he's got to be careful here. Doesn't have too much mana to be able to utilize BHM with the silence as well, but where's the follow-up stun lockdown? Yaha doesn't find the enchant term. Now off the side Palace, he's dived way too far. Radiant, very deep now. RR has the glimpse if need be. They're kind of at the puck, who's trying to deal with Angry Otter. Might end up diving here. Has the orb into the waning rift. There should be enough to find the kill. BHM, toss, phase shift, dodges both the combination. And now he's just going to easily TP out as we see Ken still in trouble. He's actually might be able to man fight this, so Yaha needs to get in range. He's got the Fissure. This is taking a long time. He's going to go for a TP. That B. Can he find the avalanche? He can. Combination cancels the TP, dude. Ken is somehow still alive, man. So all in all, that would have been a horrible fight for Radiant if Storm made it out, but he does lose Bloodstone charges now. So with 17 after that fight, drops down to 14. BHM is a man on a mission. He is having an incredible game so far. They might be able to kill Ken. And Mob's almost got an Aghanims as well, but 458 still looking for the dual victories. Only 10 at the moment. Mob. Gotta be careful, Vivian's hunting. Is he still hunting Vampire Fangs? He is, so what's Troll got? Fan Brace into the BKB. If Radiant can kind of stall this game until Palace gets BKB, they've got a massive advantage. Angry Otter's pretty close as well. Like, he did still get a lot of gold out of that fight, but, you know, we're gonna have another really good game, lads. Net worth lead is not really in anyone's favor. Radiant gonna have this wombo combo, but Dire have a lot more pick-off and mobility. So Radiant just have to play around their vision, finding the initiation, and making sure they do not get picked off. This is the beautiful thing about Dire's lineup. Legion, they actually only have one blink, but I guess still the zip from the Storm's important. Mark? Straight away running out. Wants the Nether Shell instead. So I wonder if Troll picks up the Vampire. Flaring himself out a good old clarity at the moment, but this game looking to slow down. Vivian's going to go for his next item, Blink, passive shovel. There we go. Good stuff, but we'll take a look at the neutrals while we do. I think we've seen everyone, so there's an Implore on the Legion. Storm's got his own Nether Shell as well, so Radiant are kind of looking to group up top. They don't have a smoke, but it's not under vision, so looks like they'll be fine. Body's completely shoved in by Angry Otter, who's very close to his own BKB, but 458 mid. Chains is off the mark, but they've got the coil and he has no protection. Looks like Vivian's in the area. He's going to be able to pop the BKB. Finds the last on the troll wall, but where's the fault? Chain lockdown. Legion's going to end up falling. Palace is in trouble. Might have to pop the battle trance and turn around, but the sticky napalm is way too much to handle. Can they keep Palace healthy and alive? Looks like Vivian's still in trouble with the ult. He's going to be able to jump forward. Also gets a Your Scepter to stop the blink from that B. We'll be fine. Blink's going to get cancelled down with the Glimpse drag back as well. Angry Otter doesn't want to join this fight. Ken's still hanging around as well. He's going to get the toss away, but it does not matter. Radiant, they find 3. Power somehow stays alive. Now has his BKB picked up. Very nice fight for Radiant. They find 3 for nothing. Aghanims as well on top of the Ember. Ken? He's fine. Is his BKB on Storm? No, still needs the Ogre Axe. Radiant didn't use too many ultis. Like, they might actually just force Roshi with the BKB. I wonder if forcing is probably the right option, though. As you see, the good thing about the Enchantress is just the constant threat of being able to scout up, but as soon as BHM gets Ags, then the Storm BKB is completely negated. If you had yours, he'd have Ags. Sorry, if he didn't go yours, he'd probably have Ags by now. Top lane, Static Storm off the mark. Vivian can pop the BKB regardless. Lasso's on cooldown. They might try and take the fight still. They've got a nice observe ward. Oh, BHM will find him. They don't want to dive too far, but Dire don't have all the numbers. Nice TP from Ken's can be able to give him that protection of the Glimmer Cape. So a couple of ultimates committed there. Coil, Static Storm, not the biggest cooldowns. And once again, we see the Ember going the Aghanim, so really going to be nice just getting on top of the Enchantress on the backline. Well, not even the backline. Enchantress doesn't really play that far back, but you know, the tiny stop in the blink. A lot of mobility is required this game because Dire have the same. It's just mobility versus mobility. As until they get kind of a couple more blinks, it's going to be hard, but top, Vivian. BKB is on cooldown. He's got this Firefly, but it's about to wear off, so they won't have the movement speed. They also scout out Ken on the backline. They're going to glimpse drag him away. So Vivian's going to end up falling. That's the 7th death of the game, and now Ken's in trouble as well. They've got the dust. No more rotations coming through. They did deal with the creep wave, so they won't be able to take the T2 tower. This does allow the BKB to get picked up, I should say, from Angry Otter, and 458 has his own as well. So the double BKB from Dire is a massive timing for them. Oh, that big. They can glimpse him back if they want to, but they want to try and take a fight around these two wards. Very, very important from Radiant. But Dire, they're going to smoke up. They know how big of an advantage they have at the moment in these BKBs. Troll does have his own, though. Not a whole lot of mana. They're on top of the neutral. Damn, look how slow he attacks. So they're going to be fine here. They have another nice ward on the backline. And even Troll's going to TP down bot. As soon as they see the Troll, they might either run at him or try and find the rest of the team. And they're going to do just that. Troll, very aware of this movement. 458 still smoked up, but no, not going to be able to find it. And Radiant, they're baiting. They're going to smoke themselves. They will end up seeing Radiant pretty shortly when Ken runs out in the river here. So it's going to allow Troll to show. And they might go further, but no one farming mid is going to be a reveal. Looks like Ember's going to be able to come back and claim that. Top's also pushed in. So Radiant well aware of kind of the positioning across the map. A smoke on smoke from both teams. No one's going to get anything out of it. Paladin Sword though for the Legion. That's exactly what the Troll Warlord wants. You really want a Paladin Sword this game. Like a Paladin Sword and I don't want to say he doesn't die because that's just not true, but like it literally just increases the chances of Palos being a massive threat. But they do have the blink now completed on the Batrider, so RL really has to be careful of these glimpses to make sure he has them available for when the Batrider does blink forward to find the initiation. And the issue is that you have this carry on the Legion, but he only has one duel victory at the moment, plus 10 damage, so we're not really feeling that Legion impact behind the Batrider and net worth, in fact. They still have this nice ward in the backline, but who's just going to make the first misstep? Who gets caught out? That's the question, because both teams really eyeing up Roche at the moment, and we're about to have another 10-minute interval as well, so there should be a fight occurring around then. With anyone shows in the lane, Storm's going to try and jump them instantly. Same with the Batrider. Grouping up around their ward mid. Dara getting a lot of positioning as well. They will... Oh, Poof. Yeah, that was some scary stuff right there. Dara are well aware that the fight's about to take around Roche, so with that vision advantage, they're going to make sure they try and secure this. I mean, this is the next big objective from both teams. It's very difficult to try and take the towers. But now that Palace has a basher, all they need is one stun on the Storm. How close is Ags to Park? Oh, Otto. BHM's in trouble. Doesn't get the face shift off. There should be a duel coming through. He's dead. That's a big streak as well. 608 gold, and now they're going to continue chasing. Yaha and the River is able to get the blink away. Radiant, they're the ones that made the first mistake here, and now they're on the back foot. As Dire, they're hunting for more, but what more can they get with long zip? Mobs on the back line cannot help out, and he's still going to be careful as well. That B blinks on cooldown, so it looks like Mob's going to be fine. They do take a fight away from Roche, so Mob's going to try and shove this out instantly. Unfortunate from them, but it will be... It's going to be 2 outposts for Dire, which is very important experience-wise. Execration did have a big lead, but after those 2 kills in the outpost going towards the Dire's way, it's going to drag back in the experience favor. They're hunting top though. Ember. They've got the ward. Mob. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. No, they get the toss. Mob, can he disengage? Lyso's there. They've got the long zip forward as well. He's in trouble. Ember will end up falling. Very nicely done from Dire, being able to find the initiations underneath the observer ward. And now Roche might be the target. They don't do Roche fast though. It's a Storm Legion. Storm's only got 28 damage. So you gotta be careful with if Radiant try and take this fight. Because this is just a free pickup for them. It's gonna take a while though, but how long is this delaying Roche though? They're actually doing a lot faster than what I thought. Radiant's going to try and run over. Palace with the BKB. Vivian tries to get the vision. At first it bash as well, so Vivian's going to end up falling. Quick BKB is going to get popped. No more stun lockdown from Radiant. Vivian with that does allow it. It's a long TP to bash. Oh my lord, where did he TP? I don't know. I wasn't watching, but 2 dead on Dire now. They do get Aegis, which is very important. They're going to try and walk down though. Batrider does have a buyback available, and Dire with this massive advantage in the Aegis now. So we'll see what they can get. Palos. They're going to try. Oh. Legion with the Glimmer actually initiating full. Palos is in trouble here. He's got the Blade Bow. They're going to be able to bring him down, but off the side, Tiny. They dropped the Static Storm, but it's not worth it for the support. Radiant, you've got to retreat here. Yaha's going to get caught out. Ara's going to attempt the TP. Will be successful. Mob's got a decent amount of mana to be able to utilize as well, but is slowed up. Oh no, the slide! He walked back into them. It's still fine. Radiant making a couple of mistakes here the past couple of minutes. Dire being able to find the pickoffs. That was a really cute initiation. The Glimmer into the Jewel. Troll was not aware of that, and this is the thing, the lifesteal is so needed this game. Not having like just a casual Morbid Mass against the Legion commander, very much required. They do have Agnums now on Puck, which is a massive way to be able to deal with Vivian. Very close. They were going to glimpse him back to base. The Abyssal Blade and the Aghanim's Coil is going to be a very good way to be able to deal with these BKBs, in particular the Storm, who is a hero that has to rely on mobility. But they are getting everything out of this Aegis. 496 are having an incredible performance in the past couple of minutes. They've had this net worth lead, been able to find kill after kill, and now looking to claim a couple of objectives as you see this net worth lead just skyrockets down towards the Dire's favor. What's the probability as well? 59%. Dire's Storm is a pretty pog. Like, Angry Otter is very good at this Storm. Last game is a different story, but he's having a very good time so far. Maybe the Oracle was the issue, Kappa. But the Blade Mail is a massive factor to be able to deal with the Troll. Like, he needs some form of lifesteal. You see, he's got the Morbid Maul. He's going Satanic straight after this Abyssal. So, it's just, they don't have any, they got Glimmer Cape now, but it's not really going to protect you at all. Like, no Vlad's picked up because you have a Puck. And they're not really going to be able to go for casual Vlads as well. Like, Disruptor has to kind of go like Ags next item, I think. That's the only way you really deal with... I mean, oh, he's so close to Hex. Storm's actually really farm, man. It feels like Troll is as well, but I mean, BKB, Sanjin, Yasha, Basha, Storm's got... I guess he's got the same, but he's got 4,600 gold in the bank though. So it's about to have like a full another item. They are neck and neck, but... So, Dire... What more can they get out of the Aegis though? They still got another just under 3 minutes left on it. They've been able to find this net worth lead. And Legion now has Blink picked up as well. So 458's been able to get a decent chunk of net worth. Actually now 30 net worth after these kills. So the Obs is going to scout out the movement. Pretty much all of Radiant making this rotation top. But what more can they get though? That's the question. You know, with the Park now having Ags, it's going to go for Lincoln. He's even got the Quickening Charm, which is really nice in the Park. Dire now trying to play around their vision. Bot's also getting shoved in as well, so that B's going to be doing a really good job of keeping the lane shoved out. But they're just baiting. Palace is going to lead. Radiant are pretty aware of this at the moment, and Storm's playing very far on the back line. But they still have this BKB Pierce. They're going to smoke up. Palace really wants a Dragon on the high ground, closer to where the rest of the team he is playing. There's even a 4-staff now on the Earthshaker as well, so just a little bit better positioning wise potentially. Radiant, they'll do their own smoke. I think they just scouted out with that creep, and now smoke's gonna pop. Dire got a nice wall, they're gonna be careful. Hold forward, Vivian. BKB pops. Legion Commander straight on top of the Troll. It doesn't get the ultimate off fast enough, and then with the Static Storm, it's not going to matter. BKBs. Dire once again finding the initiation. Radiant not taking vision, at least fights around the vision. Now Earthspirit's going to pay the price. It's a nice coil. They might be able to jump with the buyback, actually. This is really good if the blink comes off cooldown. The Flame Break is counteracting it though. So Dire, they hold. You cannot, you can't have Troll leading like this. It's not going to work. You don't have a lifesteal for him, so he's just dying in duel. This is a massive thing of not having a Morbid Mask. I think this casual Morbid Mask keeps him alive more than not. Now Vivian finds another. That's a big target in the Earthshaker. It's a lot of their initiation. Yaha, he's dead. He just brought out for the 4-staff. Radiant, they're just throwing a couple of numbers here. It looks like Ember's going to try and deal with the creeps. With the Glyph, they will be able to get all of them. I believe they have a repair kit as well. So they'll survive another day, but you've got to be careful of the mobility that Dire have. It's a lot of catch. You are not respecting 496's mobility this game, and it's paying a price as Troll keeps dying at the start before he can get BKB or Battle Trance off. It's still a 10-second BKB. Radiant, they're going to go in soon. Coil's available. You got to be careful if you group up on Dire. BHM only finds one. Coil's going to break. It's a lot of damage. It's going to get brought down. Ken's going to end up falling as well. So they get the tier 3 tower. And will be the price of 2 of your heroes though. There's no way you let him TP out. Okay. Your Scepter will cancel it. Very nicely done. 2 heroes going to fall. Tier 3 does drop though. Aegis now does tick out as well. Radiant. Whoa. Storm's level 25, man. Holy crap. Angry Otter is a beast. Has the Hex, 22 Bloodstone charges. This man on the Storm Spirit is a very big threat. If we see game 3, we'll probably see the Storm banned out, and I imagine when we see the playoffs, that Storm also will get banned out by 496. 8,000 net worth lead for them now after the kills they've been able to find with ages. And you're ready to have this kill advantage. 30 to 22, we got 52 kills all up. And Tiny's even going for an E-Blade here, but Palos, he's been working on this Abyssal Blade for so long now. Like, even though the rest of Radiant cores are doing very nice for farm, this is a good thing that, like, you're not greedy in the Legion and the Bat. But he does almost have Abyssal. They're going to need to give him as much space as possible to be able to find this. There's an E-Blade now on the Tiny as well. So, wow. I mean, Tiny just rushes this E-Blade constantly. It's going to increase his burst and also survivability. To kite the troll wall, it is incredibly important. Radiant don't have a lot of magic burst as well. Leveler even on the Storm if need be. He's holding the Orb of Destruction. They got a nice ward here. Ken's in trouble. They do have a couple of Dire Heroes in the vicinity, but it looks like Ken will definitely die. So they don't find anyone. Radiant even get their own leveler. Palace will definitely pick this up. This is a big item for your troll. 60 attack speed. Abyssal Blade is now coming out. So it's going to be a mass advantage in your damage block as well. 50% damage block, 70. Yeah. 50% to block 70 damage. And 35 from ranged. And the stats that it provides you. He's now 2800 HP, going Satanic next.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Very, very important from Radiant. The Midnight Horn's going to get given over to the Ember, who does not have a BKB on Dire. They got the Shaco Leveler on the Legion. Magic Lamp is actually on the Storm at the moment here. That's nice in the park. Oh, Spell Prism, just an upgraded version of the Quickening Charm. That's good if the Storm wants to hold that, the Princess Knife. Aviota, oh, dude, he's already got an Orca completed as well. 8,000 net worth lead now for the boys over on Dire. After those couple of kills on the Enchantress, and that's kind of stalled out. You see they're really baiting Palos now. Like, just showing him in lane. Vivian's trying to find the initiation. Right next to the cliff is very difficult for Radiant to fight. Where's their vision? It's currently top at the moment, so I'm surprised they're all down bot. This is where they want to fight. Yeah, as soon as I say that, Disruptor draws it out. I really like that. You cannot play bot where you don't have vision. Dire are all about the initiation. Constantly betting Palos. They're going to move forward. The Hex is there, but can they keep him alive long enough? Static Storm. Can he get any barrel tracks on the BKB off once again? Palos. Oh, he gets the ultimate. Lasso's a little bit late, but he's still got a protection of the BKB afterwards. Palos might still fall. It's not going to matter. He's dragged away. Dunk committed. Legion will pay the price. He does have a buyback. Troll doesn't. They know it bought out for the Abyssal. Yaha's in trouble now. Silence. 1 to 2. But Storm just free fight, man. This troll just has no impact this game. Wow. Radiant have to hold without him. They've got repair kits. But how can you do it? Puck? How are you moving forward? Earthshaker's going to buy back, but Puck's going to end up falling here potentially. Angriota doesn't have too much mana. He's got to be careful. Falling low here. Emma's doing a massive amount of damage. Ken's going to end up dropping, but where's the fall? The Blink's on cooldown. He doesn't have the Echo as well. Already got committed. Auto with a drag back. Magic Lamp still a little bit of mana to be able to utilize, but the Remnant silenced up. But he's going to end up falling. It's a big kill for them to find. Somehow Execration, they hold the higher ground. They bait from the park, and now 458. He's in trouble as well. Roshan isn't up. Wow. The park, man. Has to buy back there. A lot got forced out, but Dire don't have any buybacks themselves. Troll's got to do something. These fights have been so difficult for him to stay alive. They just don't have any way to keep him up. What can Radiant get? Looks like tier 2 top. Unfortunately, Roche isn't for the taking. Yaha might die mid though. A-Blade stops the impetus. Now he can blink afterwards as well. They might bait. Disruptor's coming over. They're in trouble here. Ken's going to be able to glimpse him back. Palos is coming over to the mid lane as well. Yaha should be able to chain lock him down before the disengage. And even they've got the puck rotating over. So a free kill for them. Ken and Dat-B trying to get aggressive to deal with the support here. It does delay though, like it holds him off from pushing for a little bit. Roshan up in 38 seconds. It won't be fast enough. Park's gonna have to deal with the base. This Lincoln's has to get picked up, and they just have to put it on the troll every fire. Wait, when did he? Wait, when did he BKB? Did he BKB then to find the kill? Well, that was his 10-second BKB charge. So, oh, you're in trouble here. It's a lot of damage. Glenn McKim's going to protect him. Angry Otter, can he find the kill? Actually, Radiant! Oh, I can't do this. The troll just keeps dying left, right, and center. Another lasso as well. Em's going to get caught out. Where's the follow-up lockdown, however? Ember should be fine. But it'll horn pop. Troll once again doesn't have buyback, and that's right when Roche has spawned. So the fact that Ken baits the mid so incredibly hard. I mean, they're just doing 496 outplaying Radiant so much right now. 8 deaths on the troll has no impact on this game whatsoever. You know Roche is going to be up shortly, and the fact that Vivian pops the BKB, Dire going to rotate over. He's just baiting right now. Longs it forward again. Static Storm's drop. Sword Spirit doesn't have the protection of the BKB, but off the side, Ember. It's a lot of their damage right now. They're not going to be able to bring him down throughout the tour, but it looks like still the Storm Spirit is their target. The call's already been committed. The Magic Lamp's going to give him enough protection here. Troll's up in 35 seconds. BHM is in trouble. They even have an E-Blade onto the Batrider here, but now with the Waning Rift, it is. He's got that level 25 talent, so BHM has a lot of mobility at the moment. Zip forward Storm. Oh, wow, Angry Order. That was a ballsy zip. But it looks like Roche, they're going to be able to take it. Can they go back, actually? Troll's up in 10 seconds. Without the Earthshaker, though, it's very difficult. And Ember hasn't healed as well. He needs to kind of TP back and heal a little, but that-B, they find the Park. That's a big kill if they can bring him down, though. Looks like he tossed him further away. They don't have the vision, so BHM, he's fine. He actually wants to turn with the coil on the high ground, finds onto 2. Mob's in trouble, though. Pops him in the horn in the background. They're going to be able to deal with the troll once again. They need some survivability coming through. Pounce, the BKB, battle chance as well. Still hasn't got used with the Invisible Blade. Angry Order is going to be fine there with the lasso troll warn. They'll chuck up the jewel. There's nothing to do to keep him alive here, but he's still got the protection of the BKB. Power's able to get the ultimate off. Now with the E-Blade, they're going to try and turn. Park dead on the decks, doesn't have a buyback. Power's without the protection of his own BKB, so they're going to kite him throughout the fight. No impact at all. Radiant. Ember's the next target. There's nothing he can do. Mark's in trouble. He pops his BKB. He's got one more remnant up in a couple of seconds here, but can he get it off fast enough? It looks like he can. Makes it back inside the base. Looks like we're going to a game 3 here, potentially. Radiant still have a way to hold high ground. They believe they've got repair kit, but with how these fights have been taking, like, it seems like they've had no hope of winning fights. Storm's got 26 Bloodstone charges. Radiant need a gem. They have not taken one fight where they've had vision advantage, one fight where they've gotten the initiation. Storm is just tearing them a new one. Angry Otter, 10, 3, and 10. He's very angry after that last game 1 performance. Troll's back up in 35, but I don't even think it matters right now. 12,000 net worth lead. 458's just going to move up the high ground here. Puck's still dead for another 50 seconds as well. Has 72 dual damage to his name. Cheese in the hands of the Legion. Lungs it forward. Mob won't get caught. RR will get caught, though. Way too far up. Looks like he was potentially trying to get the repair kit, but the Fizz is going to give him some protection. Jewel's still going to come through, though. He does not have a buyback. So repair kit just costing the Disruptor his life there. They've got the troll back up. Tier 2 is available top, so we'll protect him from the top set of racks here, but it looks like bot is the difficult set. Looks like Dire, they just want to try and find the tier 2 instead. Dire just taking these team fights way too well. They are playing, 496 are doing an incredible job in this second game. Vivian? They have that ward on the high ground, they do on Radiant, but we're going to try and move forward. Ember's going to be careful. There's only got 2 remnants to be able to utilize here. Huh, they tip him as well. I don't know. Radiant going to have to take a miracle inside the base. Dire don't have good team fight, but Dire just getting the initiation. BKB pop, they got the ward in. Vivian tried to pop the Lincolns. He's still in trouble. Long Hex. should know there's a ward here now. Yeah, they ping it out. But can you de-ward it though? That's the question. Looks like Dire will back off, so they should be able to. AC now picked up on the Legion as well. Octarine for your Ember. So not a lot of heroes have buyback. He's got Octarine and Spell Prism, so Ember just must constantly spam out the abilities. But you know, Dire, this is going to be difficult for them to go higher ground because they don't have the greatest high ground sieger, and their lineup is very much favored for finding pickoffs. They need a pickoff before they go higher ground. Once Radiant gets situated there, it's going to make it very difficult for them to do so. So just shove in the lanes, get the advantage. You still have Aegis for another 2 minutes 30 as well. Ember? Boy oh boy, to not have an active Remnant out when you go for that play is very difficult. Vivian down bot, who can they find? Static's on drop, no avail, corner back, and this is a big ultimate for the Park, and now Palace is going to be able to have a free fight as well. E-Blade keeps the Legion alive, but he's still trapped inside the coil. The BKB is not going to matter if they find a bash here as well, but Palace, his own BKB is about to expire, so they're going to be careful. A 1 for nothing, it's just the support though. They want to reinitiate, but a nice change from Mob gives him some protection. Radiant have this ward on the high ground. There's no gem on Dire though. They're going to try and de-ward. Silence onto 2. Storm's in trouble with the Fisher as well. Where's the vault? Palace, he doesn't have the Visor Blade. And Griotta's going to be able to get the zip to disengagement over the Ember. A quick Hex. Bloodthorn as well. They're baiting into him. They're able to get the E-Blade. They're Bell through. He doesn't have any buyback available. Over the Echo Slam as well. Tiny's going to end up falling. And Griotta's in trouble. He's got the Bash. Magic Lamb's coming out as well. A second life to be able to utilize here. But Radiant, can you take the fight? Palace, Battle Trance is available. You need a chain blocking down though. The Fisher's off to the wrong side. But the Battle Trance is there. He attacks me. The Bash. Can they bring it down? They can. And Griotta's got a buyback. He's going to try and force it out here, but Radiant, they're going to be careful. 2 down on Dire. Legion can't rejoin it, but belongs in forward. No, they'll deal with the Earthshaker, and now they're not done. A Hex is there. A buyback Earthshaker's going to try and join them. Drag back as well. Order. He's got no mana. Look, if Otter dies, this could just be game. They don't have a big sword. They can get on top of the Hex. Going to be able to kite them. BHM. Waning Rift is available. They find the Silence Palace. He's got the movement speed as well. He's in trouble. E-Blade will slow him. He's got the mana, but constantly hunting. Otter's in trouble here. Vivian's going to try and help out. BHM did he get baited actually, but no, this Wake Storm. He's dead. 120 seconds. He doesn't have a buyback. And a Bat Rider. He's in trouble as well. Radiant, have they turned this game around? The creeps are inside the base, but it doesn't matter. Oh my lord, Radiant, I think they might have just done it. They've got to go through tier 2s as well. That's a massive advantage for them. Storm dead, dieback for him. The one fight where Troll is able to right click someone, he finally can. He's almost got Satanic as well. He does no damage. And they're just cutting the creeps. Oh no, they just cut the creeps. Ken, use your courier. Oh, they might have just seen him actually. Tiny, coil, off the mark. They got the vision though. This is just space, man. He's gonna TP out. They've got the heals. He's definitely dead here, but look at the space they're providing across the map. I mean, Storm's up in 70 seconds, so still a good time, but they've got the glyph as well. So Earthshaker's going to try and push him mid as much as an Earthshaker can. 6,000 net worth lead for Dire. They dropped a gem. I don't know where. Oh, okay. There. Do you send the courier out on an expedition? Ray, do at least get that outpost down bot just in time. Bounties as well yet to claim. So Storm's going to be back up. Radiant will get nothing out of this. Dire do a very good job with their 2 supports to cut out the game and delay this push for as long as possible, and they're going to do so successfully. So a big dieback timer on the Storm will not get impacted at all. But the big thing is that Palace, he does have this Satanic now picked up. This is a massive item for the Troll. Tanks him up, gives him a lot of status resistance as well, and now they have the E-Blade. Dire do not have a lot of magic damage. This E-Blade could actually turn this game ahead. I don't think you can go high gun though. You kill Storm once again, you know he doesn't have buyback. Palos, Angry Otter, they're gonna lead, they'll give him the Lincolns, it's a lot easier with this. Dire force out the glyph here, Radiant should be pretty happy with that. They know the Tiny's dead for 45 as well. But Storm's just gonna be able to deal with the creeps. He does TP back, so it is on cooldown now. There's an Ags on Disruptor. Oh, this is big. So a couple of items coming out from Radiant that are massive for them. They're underneath vision. But it looks like they're fine. Oh, damn, we can take a bit of a breather here. We'll take a look. Who doesn't? Take a look at the 25 talents. So Legion goes to press the attack AoE. We've seen the Storms, we've seen the Pox. Bat goes for the 5 flare duration, so pretty much in full uptime. No, 29-second cooldown with the 21-second duration. What? He didn't go strong dispel? Okay, Zip, PHM, they pop the Lincoln, he's in trouble, quick Scepter. Can they keep him alive? However, that's the question. Now with the call committed, Dire. Legion's in trouble here. Marv's gonna pop his own BKB. Storm popped a lot of mana here. Force is gonna pop the coil, but it looks like 4, 5, 8 will get caught out. They're gonna glimpse him back. Yeah, he'll fall. But Dire dealing with the creep wave. Top is shoved in. Looks like Palace wants to go up to top. Yeah, he will. Legion doesn't have a buyback, actually. How long? He needs 100 gold, and we don't have bounties available. Does have to be careful. Otto is setting up down bot. Sit forward. He's got the protection. Dual Scepter as well. He's able to get the blink regardless. Nicely done. He deals with bot. Storm's gonna have to TP back. In the meantime, Ken, he's stalking them. Might find a Kari here for his for good measure. Raiding. They have Glyph if need be, but it's a catapult wave, so Storm can't easily deal with this. Legion has buyback as well. They glimpse Tiny. Back to the bottom side near the tier 2. But a buyback on the Legion. Palace is going to be careful. They'll pop the Lincolns. Going to try and do the backline. Ember. They get the last of the static Storm. Storm. He's got Shield. No one's going to get put down. This is a massive fight for them for 2. Ember's going to end up falling, but it doesn't matter. He's going to buyback. He's going to be able to rejoin them as well. With Storm, their buyback. They're going to glimpse, drag them away. 4, 5, 8. He just brought back as well. They're stuck inside the base. The E-Blade's going to be able to protect him, but where's the Ember? Stunned up. Fissure onto 2. Vivian pops the BKB. 2 heroes don't have buyback rating. They might be able to end. Ember's gonna be able to rejoin them. No, Execration. I think they just took the game. Vivian is trying to deal with the Pocky and Churches as buyback. They're delaying for as long as possible, but it doesn't matter. The heroes are dying left, right, and center. The Aghanim's from RR might secure the game for them. They've got to hit the buildings. You can't get too aggressive. Battle trades might force you inside the base as well with the 4-star Palace. The Glimpse dragging back. It looks like Batrider. That's going to be a dieback for him. The tips are coming out. Oh my lord. I think Rady just done it. Storm's up in 50. Rady just done it. Holy shit. What can they do? They don't push them. I mean, Palace, yes, but... Oh, Earthshaker falls. It's a lot of damage. Coil as well. Tiny's just trying to make as much space as possible. Ken's going to do a lot of damage in the impetus as well. They actually kind of have to deal with the heroes. Even without the amount of space they're providing. Ken, bring him down. He doesn't have a buyback. Storm's up in 20 seconds. Radiant? The base is exposed here. Tiny's able to TP back inside the base. And over the Hex, Palace is going to be careful. He might get bursted down with the E-Blade. Palace, can he get the big E-Roll fast enough? No, he doesn't. Oh my god, what is happening? Ember pops the BKB. They're going to try and stalk him. Storm's back alive as well. They have Static Storm. RR's going to get caught. Mark doesn't have the BKB. Angrod is using a lot of mana as well, but he doesn't have any more. The Disruptor will end up falling. Roche is available. We have an exposed Rax. Wow, the Dire supports held on for so long there. Wow. How do they not have detection to deal with that Glimmer Cape? Detection is pretty key here, lads. But you see, Storm is dying a couple times. He's definitely vulnerable to die now. He might need... I don't even know if an Aeon Disc will help instead of the bottle. Might need something. But Radiant have this net worth lead, and they have buybacks as well, which is so important. Then Dire aren't starting Roche. Like, they're going to try and get the lanes pushed out. We have an incredible game. We're about to have some tier 5 items as well if it goes that long. But they know Roche is up. I don't think they can do it fast enough. It's got a lot of HP. It's an Aghanim's as well, which is massive for Otter. Oh, he's got a DD. Never mind. Holy. Alright. They did it a lot faster than what I expected. Free run for Dire. This is massive because they have buyback now on Storm. I wonder if they give the Aegis over to Legion potentially. Yep, they will. So Otter's gonna hold cheese. They're giving the Aghanims as well. Radiant, they do have buybacks. Let's see if they can hold. So full set of racks for a full set of racks at the moment. I do still have a tier 2. They're gonna try and get bottom shoved in. What's the probability? Wow, it's pretty even. 55%, honestly. This is nuts. We have a hell of a game 2. Holy moly. Execration. Looking to pull something out of the bag. They've been on the back foot for a long time now. And we almost all got 25s. Enchantress is the last one. Even Disruptor has his. Glimpse cooldown, 10 seconds now. Chant Totem cooldown, 3.5 seconds. What's the item for Palos? He's going to go for the Nullifier next. Okay. Even a Lotus for raiding would be really good this game. Like if Yaha needs that next. But Ember's gone to Deso too, so we're just chilling out here at the moment. Having a bit of a... The issue is that when these neutral items come out, Radiant is stuck inside the base. So Dire waiting till their buybacks come back up. Palos? What? Maybe trying to force a BKB there potentially. But yeah, they're waiting till their buybacks come back up. I mean, Storms is back. How many Bloodstone charges he got? 19 still. Damn, he's got so much regen. I think it was like 50, yeah, 58. And the net worth lead is massively in their favor because they did get the synth. So what is it, like 200 net worth now in their way? And also they've just been able to kind of farm the past, how long? Probably about 3 minutes now, even plus before the ages. So they've been able to get a lot out of the map. And yeah, a minute 30 until these tier 5 items. Radiant, if they're sitting inside the base before, like at this time, they might have to smoke up and hit some neutrals. But they have no vision at all. Do they have a gem? Or is it in Dire's hand? No, so BHM has a gem. They're going to smoke up, but I think they scouted this out, and they're running to a Dire Ob, so they're going to see this with the sentry. Dat B. Smoke pops, he's able to get the blink. Coil still holds him in place. 4-5-8s on the back line. They have the outpost control as well. They need to get a ward on the high ground to start the fight here. Fissure holds him 1. Static Dom as well. Leech Commander, no one's in range. Number the contract, like a Visual Blade. An awkward fight for Radiant. Tiny control, but he's going to be fine here. Number the Jewel Earthshaker's going to get brought down here before the ultimate. He does have a buyback to be able to rejoin them though. Tiny 4-star, Flimicate protection. They've got the vision. Can they bring him down though? It's so difficult. Red's a lockdown coming through from Radiant. Now with the BKBs on cooldown. Storm has used a lot of his mana. Bash is going to come through 4-5-8. He's still got the ages to play around with it. Now Bounce, no. They find the root. He's in trouble. Storm's going to fall. He's got a buyback to be able to rejoin him. Does he want to TP to the outpost? So he's going to go to the T2 tower instead. Enchantress, no buyback available. Legion Commander bashed up as well. Storm's going to be able to rejoin them without the heroes alive. He's in trouble. And now Batrider, the Glimpse, dragging back Radiant. Somehow they take the fight advantage for them. Dire, they don't have buybacks. 3 on the deck without it. What another incredible fight. That felt like a really awkward initiation from Radiant. They're just so difficult to kill. Like Tiny with Glimmer, Yules, you've got 4-star, so much mobility on Dire. But you kill heroes that don't have buyback, you force Storms out as well. And now they might have to glyph up the wave to be able to protect it. Because Storm's just going to keep doing this constantly, and they don't have a pipe. They do have a catapult wave, which is massive for them. But you see, the past couple of fights where Palos is able to right-click, they've been winning. If Palos can right-click in these fights, it's incredibly important. And now they get outside the base. Mirror Shield is massive. This is a big item. If they give it to Palos here. Storm? Long as it forward, they almost find him BHM. He's out of mana though. TP's on cooldown, it's about to be back off. Dire forced the glyph. They deal with the siege creeps, they will do so successfully. And Storm's going to be able to get the next wave as well. Oh, no, won't. It's going to TP back, but they're beating on the throne. They're going to do something about this. Going to try and blow up the Troll. There's a buyback on the Legion. Can they get on top of him, though? That's the question. Troll War's in trouble. Can he get any defensive abilities off? They're going to be able to get the bash. Anchor's in trouble. No mana. Husep is up. The corner back on. They drop the side. Storm's dead, and that's it. That's the game. Straight on top of this way on the back on as well. Dire, they'll lose this. Oh my lord. Execration. They'll take the series 2-0. What an incredible game. Oh my lord. What a incredible game. A 61-minute thriller. Doesn't even count. Doesn't even count Kappa. We might not even be able to see the stats at the end.